Dear students, in this class we will try to solve some problems based upon Compton scattering and de Broglie's wavelength. So we will discuss first the problems based upon Compton scattering, right? So here we have a problem which is based upon the Compton scattering, right? So first let's look at the problem. It is calculate the change in wavelength of an X-ray of wavelength 0.4 into 10 to minus 10 meter that undergoes 19-degree Compton scattering from an electron. I will repeat. Calculate the change in wavelength of an X-ray of wavelength of 0.4 into 10 to minus 10 meter that undergoes 19-degree Compton scattering from an electron. So in this problem, what they have given? They have given the initial wavelength of the Compton beam, the initial wavelength of the X-ray beam, that is given wavelength of X-ray. We know that in case of Compton scattering, we have an incident X-ray beam that collides with the target material. It undergoes scattering and the scattered wavelength is going to be more than that of the incident one. So if we take lambda I as the wavelength of the incident light and lambda f as the wavelength of the scattered photon, then the change in the two wavelengths, that is delta lambda equals to lambda f minus lambda I is what is known as Compton shift, right? So in this case, what they have given is they have given the wavelength of the incident X-ray beam, that is lambda I equals to 0.4 into 10 to minus 10 meter. What is the scattering angle? The angle with which the incident X-ray beam undergoes scattering. The scattering angle is given as 90 degree, right? Then now, these are the two more constants that are given. Planck's constant, we know it's a standard value, h equals to 6.63 into 10 to minus 34 joules second. And then mass of the electron, again one more constant, that is m0 equals to 9.1 into 10 to minus 31 kg. So these are the given values, right? Then what is required, or what we are supposed to calculate in this problem? We are supposed to calculate the value of lambda f, that is the wavelength of the scattered photon. That is what is required? Change in wavelength, that is lambda f is how much? So they have given the value of lambda I, they have given the value of theta and the values of two constants, Planck's constant and mass of the electron, and we are supposed to calculate the change in the wavelength lambda f, right? So what is the solution? We know that we have a formula for the Compton shift, the standard formula of Compton shift. The Compton shift delta lambda is given as delta lambda equals to lambda f minus lambda I. What is that? The change in the wavelength delta lambda, what is known as Compton shift. That is equals to lambda f minus lambda I, the final wavelength and the initial wavelength. That equals to h divided by m0c into 1 minus cos theta. That is the formula for Compton shift. But what we are supposed to calculate? Lambda f, the change in the wavelength. Therefore, lambda f is equals to, this term is kept as it is, plus this is taken to the other side, lambda I. Then substitute the values. H is known to us 6.63 into 10 to minus 34. What is m? Or m can take it as m or m0 both are same. It is 9.1 into 10 to minus 31, right? And then what is c? The velocity of light. It's having a standard value 3 into 10 to 8, right? Then into bracket 1 minus cos 90 plus what is this? Lambda I. What is lambda I? It is known as 0.4 into 10 to minus 10. So plus 0.4 into 10 to minus 10. Substitute all the values and do the mathematical simplification. When you simplify all these things, cos 90 is how much? 0. So if you simplify all these things, what we get is the answer is going to be of the order of 0.024 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. So the value of lambda f comes out to be 0.024 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Right? So this is going to be the change in the wavelength which undergoes Compton scattering of 90 degree. So in this way, they may ask you to calculate the value of lambda I by giving lambda f and theta, or they may ask you to calculate the value of theta by giving, they must calculate the value of theta by giving lambda f and lambda I, or directly they may ask you to calculate the value of delta lambda, that is Compton shift, by giving the value of theta. Because these are all constants, they will give the value of theta, the scattering angle, they must calculate the value of delta lambda. So these are the different possibilities of asking the problems based upon the Compton scattering. One way is by giving theta to calculate delta lambda, or by giving delta lambda they must calculate theta, or they will give the value of delta f and theta and they must calculate the value of lambda I. So these are the possible ways of asking the problems based upon the Compton scattering. Right? So once you know this formula, you can solve the problems easily. Next we will try to discuss the problems based upon the de Broglie's wavelength. Problems based upon the de Broglie's wavelength. Right? Well, now we will solve a problem based upon de Broglie's wavelength. We have a problem, that is calculate the de Broglie's wavelength associated with 400 gram cricket ball with a speed of 90 km per hour. So we are supposed to calculate the de Broglie wavelength of a cricket ball of mass 400 gram having a speed of what? Having a speed of 90 km per hour. So what are the given values? Mass of the cricket ball is given. It is given as 400 gram. So first, once the values are given, we have to convert them into SI system, right? So it is given in terms of gram. To convert it into kg, 400 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. That is going to be 0.4 kg. Then velocity of the ball v is given as 90 km per hour. So we have to convert it to meter per second. So in order to convert kilometer to meter, 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. So therefore we say 90 into 10 raised to 3 to convert kilometer to meter, and then hour should be converted to second. So 1 hour equals to 60 minutes, 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. So therefore we say 60 into 60. 1 hour equals to 60 minutes, 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. Therefore 60 into 60. So this becomes in terms of meter per second, right? So what we are supposed to calculate? De Broglie's wavelength lambda, right? So it's a very simple problem based upon the de Broglie's wavelength formula. We know that what is the formula for de Broglie wavelength? Lambda equals to h divided by p. But what is the h? Planck's constant. What is the p? The momentum. What is lambda? De Broglie's wavelength. So this momentum can be expressed as h divided by m into v. What is m into v? M is mass of the particle and v is the velocity with which the particle is moving. Substitute the values of h, m and v. H, the Planck's constant, 6.68 to minus 34. M value is 0.4, right? And the v value is taken here in meter per second. Substitute the value of v. To simplify all these things, we are going to get the de Broglie's wavelength of the order of 6.6 into 10 to minus 35 meter. 6.6 into 10 to minus 35 meter. That is going to be the de Broglie wavelength associated with the cricket ball of mass 400 gram with a speed of 90 km per hour. So this is how we can solve the problems based upon de Broglie's wavelength, right? So there may be problems based upon the some other form of de Broglie's equation. You know, we have a de Broglie equation as lambda equal to h square by 2me. So there will be problems based upon this formula. They will give the value of energy E, and they will ask to calculate the value of lambda. Or you may use the formula lambda equal to h square by root of 2mEV. So what is E? This E can be expressed as E into V, right? So what is the V? V is the voltage, E is the charge, M is the mass. There will be the voltage and the mass will calculate the value of lambda, right? So you may use this formula or this formula or this formula or this formula. So based upon these different forms of de Broglie's formula, there will be problems based upon de Broglie's wavelength. So this is how you can solve the problems based upon the de Broglie's equation. I think we'll stop at this point. In the next class, we'll discuss some more problems based upon some other concepts. Till then, you take care. Bye bye.